Dance composition is basically learning how to make a dance. During the dance composition process, you explore a movement idea by creating dance movements or selecting steps in some dance genres, and then you manipulate these elements and materials of dance into movement models of various lengths to compose a dance. The Department of Dance Studies, School of Performing Arts, has dance students from level 300 and 400 who are seeking to be majors in dance. The Wɔj3 dance piece was executed by intermediate composite students. The composition piece was a non-budget creation by the students, which consists of a solo of 3 minutes and a group piece of 6 minutes. The group piece contained a minimum of 6 people and created by students with their own concept and choreographed by them. Enyanam Akutia, a level 300 dance major, drew inspiration from women empowerment from her solo composition video.
Okay, for my solo, it's titled Warrior. Basically a female warrior, to be precise. I'm someone who admires feminine power and then strong women, very brave women. And looking at Ya Kadokwe from the Volta region and then Ya Santiwa from the Ashanti region, I get inspired by what they have done and then how they have brought the nation. So my piece is just to encourage women who are losing their strength. It's just to encourage them that the ladies or the female gender has power, and with that power they can do anything. There's no limitation. Yeah, that's with my solo.
She stated further that her group composition was derived from the mismanagement of the environment and how we as a country can save it.
Then with the group piece is entitled Egbe Opegbe, which literally means echoes from green earth. Looking at our environment, I personally I would say I'm disappointed because we have virtually destroyed everything, especially green earth. So this piece is just to encourage Ghanaians to practice afforestation and then save the environment as a whole. So because the trees, the plants, they give us, we live because of them. So if we keep destroying them, it means we are destroying ourselves. So this piece is just to give them a heads up that we have to save the environment.
Kwabna Yeboah Mensah in his solo performance encompassed black humanity and stated that the life cycle of the ants is in comparison to the life cycle of blacks.
My solo, I connected my solo to my group work, where it all talks about black unity. So I channeled black unity into the life cycle of ants. I found it so interesting that I feel the life cycle of ants is the same as what blacks are. So in terms of our skin color, our cultures, our food, and all. So the whole piece, my solo and the group work, all talks about black unity, how we are supposed to come together as one. But I use the concept of ant to represent it. Yes, so despite our different cultures, we are still one.
The promotion of African unity was a theme behind Kobne's group composition, as he emphasized that Africans need to come together as one to become a strong force in the world.
Yeah, so the group one is also talks about, the title is Chashu, that means ant. So the team is promoting African unity. So that means we need to come together as one to, we are stronger when we are together. And looking at the life cycle of ants, they are organized, they team up to work together, So I channeled that ideology into.
Dance, especially in Ghana, is seen as just a form of entertainment and movement of the body and not a form of theater that academically and professionally can improve an individual. Dr. Terry Bright Kwekuofosu, a lecturer in the Dance Studies Department, spoke about the significance of dance studies. He was of the view that being a dance student does not limit you to the professional space.
This is the catch. There are several people, students who go to law school. All of them do not become lawyers. Several people go to economics. All of them do not become economists. Okay. It's the same way. Several people, students come to the School of Performing Arts. All of them are not going to be in the performing arts. Some are going to be radio presenters, some are going to be television presenters, some are going to be go to the banks to work on the marketing side, some will be in institutions under the corporate entertainment and advertisement and all that. Some of them are there. So we spread across the nation. University education is a level kind of education. So they will do what and whichever area they find themselves. And so you realize that some of the students who would want to be in choreography, they can be artistic directors. Some will go into dance therapy. Some will go into commentating and doing commentary and stuff like that, because there are several areas that you can go to and you can function. Some are going to become dance anthropologists, you understand, research in dance in the villages and all that, and bring it and write books and do things. So there's a spectrum of things that they can do as students from the dance department. It's just that normally our society thinks that it is only performing arts that they will ask that question, that when you finish, what are you going to do? Do you understand? But there are several things that they can do over there. Okay, so at the School of Performing Arts, we have what we call video choreography. All right, all the people who are doing music videos for musicians, all right, you must have some understanding of dance and how movement goes with music, so that when you sit by the editing bench, you can be able to edit. Okay, so when you are in the School of Performance and you do video choreography, you pass easily to do that. The way dance interacts with the camera and all that. So people at your place, like for instance, when you shoot this video, okay, I bet you, if a dance student, okay, is to stand by you to shoot and go to the editing bench, he will edit it better. You understand? Because he knows where to put what. Okay, so dance has a spectrum of things that people can do when you come to the School of Performing Arts. And I think that it's about time that Ghanaians disabuse their mind of that thinking that when you come and you do dance, you cannot. There are several embassies of Ghana across the world. Do you understand? We need people, students from the Department of Dance Studies, to be there, to become cultural attaches, to these places. Okay, these are stuff that we need, and people that we need to help beef up our tourism industry. And we keep asking questions, and what are they going to do? What are they going to do? And our tourism industry is not being maximized. Whilst we have a lot of students here who can fill up and create things for tourists to come to Ghana to visit, to see tourist sites and all that. And almost all our cultural centers are now being going defunct. You understand? Because we have looked down upon this thing for a long time. So if any person comes into power and doesn't have the performing arts at heart, and I mean, when I say performing arts at heart, I am talking about the genuineness of having something at heart. Like Nkrumah did, okay, he created the school. He created the African Studies, Institute of African Studies, and the School of Performing Arts. After him, nobody has, tried to invest in it and polish it and all that. So it's a big problem that we have as a nation, and we need to work on it.
Learning, thought, creativity, and intelligence does not just come from the brain alone, but from the entire body. Movement combinations increase memory, order, and sequencing skills. Creating dances also increases self-esteem, which is so very important to learning.